Awesome. Only 10 missing mods. That's basically a record.
Boss ass bitch.
Hey there, everybody. My name's Mitch, and welcome to Urban Escape, a channel where we will just be escaping from reality into our own little world for just a little bit. Welcome to our new region. My previous save, Golden Valley, got totally destroyed. In the last update, I'm not sure what happened. No matter what I did, I could not get back into the game. So we are starting fresh with Cape Cassini. A little background on Cassini. Giovanni Cassini was an Italian astronomer at the Panzo Observatory from 1648 to 1669. He made the observation that Titan wasn't Saturn's only moon, finding four more: Lepidus, Rhea, Dione, and Thetis. For this reason, the Cassini spacecraft that launched in 1997 and plunged into the planet in 2017 was named after him. Our Starden City's benefactor also took inspiration from this mission, and that is what fuels his desire and reach into this region. So our story unfolds. Steve Pegassi had a dream. His dream was to reach to the stars and back. Steve, our mysterious town benefactor, has given a group of builders and people a ton of money to get a town started. Now, his overall project is still a little unbeknownst to us, but we know that he wants to build up a fairly large, self-sustaining community. We're going to need to provide food, water, and electricity to get the city going. Now, to start, I think we're going to start on this area, and this was the original starting square for the map, but it's pretty small and it's got some tough little terrain bits to work with. So I think we're going to come over here because we got a lot of nice flat ground already to start our city, and we like the flat ground. We will mess with some terrain heights in building, different neighborhoods on the different slopes. Moving in the future, once we get the actual proper tools unlocked for us. So let's start mapping out some of these roads. We're gonna have our industrial area right there, but I think we'll start with our little neighborhoods cutting into these hills, cutting into the mountains. And we can, a couple of these roads kind of coming off here and allow a couple of cul-de-sacs natural little cul-de-sacs to start to form. This is going to be a whole nother area, so we will come back here. We're going to come back here, getting some roads put back here into the forest. Now this road did not shape up exactly how I wanted to see it. Okay. All right, and honestly, I think right here we will see a bit of a grid start to form. Now, what's going to be a big pain in the butt will be our water pipes. We got our industrial all the way down here. It's kind of far. It's pretty far. It's pretty far from our little woodland start to our town. That's okay. We want the, you'd see the industrial areas kind of built on more flat ground. I feel, maybe. Who knows? I'm not a city planner. Who am I to tell you? What are we going to need here? We're going to want some trash, a large water tower. Ooh. We are going to do start with a water tower into our town, and that would come out to the road. I'm going to turn off snap to angles. That way I can actually put them under the road. All right, we got water. We need sewer. Water treatment. We're going to put this bad boy right next to the power plant. Bring our pipes up the highway. Oh, that one got a little away from me. So did that one. That's okay. It's not totally perfect, but pretty darn close. Some of these houses aren't quite reaching with our water. Okay. Things are happening. This guy actually needs some power. Give him a little bit of sun power. Right. Down some commercial district. Down here, this is definitely gonna be our little town center. Now, this isn't terribly pretty yet, but it's not terribly pretty at all, to be quite honest. But, you know, some towns, it's done cheaply, you know? It's Steve, he wasn't terribly rich. He's got quite a bit of money, actually. But he's doing this for cheap. He gave these folks a check and said, hey, start a town. And, you know, they didn't come prepared, it seems. They came as prepared as they thought they would. It's like Bam Margera starting up his own trailer park village, but in 2020. We are just running rampant on this topography right now. But it is actually not too terrible. Now we can just do this with our slopes and try to get things just little bit nicer right here. Nope, don't care for that and can't undo it. Let's lower those. That'll just be kind of how it is for now. Now, and you know what? This isn't so bad. This is what I imagine some of these houses would start to look like. But we do need some industrial. All right, we're just gonna start zoning this in a little thoughtfully, so we can get a nice little rural spread, not too terribly close together. All right, so we are getting close to our little hamlet goal, and it's little hillside village is coming up. We've got all the houses. They're pretty good yard and space between them. Little hamlet. It gets us new features like taxes, loans. We can build a dump to go so people can throw away the bodies. I mean, their trash. Healthcare, elementary school. So we're going to be building quite a bit here soon. Hopefully, get our community up off the ground and into our industrial era. And also, before we are all said and done here by the end of the day, we will be decorating, doing a little bit of landscape. So stick with me here. And let's keep growing out some of these neighborhoods. Now, these people probably would be very against this road getting put in right behind them. So we're not gonna ruin their day. Not quite. Not yet. Oh, what happened there? kind of better. It's a weird road, but you see that sometimes. I gotta remember to take the contours off. I always leave them on, just out of bad habit. Often just kind of forget that they're there, even though they're very apparent. But they don't, they don't bug me as much, and I'm constantly building roads, so. But it does not make for a good looking game, so I will try to remember shut those off if we are not building roads. Now I am going to take a beat and turn off day and night cycle real fast, because that is just going to drive me nuts if we keep getting into nighttime constantly. Drive me mad. So here we go. All right, let's continue with down these houses thoughtfully, giving everybody a little bit of space to really settle into the frontier life. These folks did not have to come all the way out here, but they wanted to because they wanted to find space away from the big cities. As a lot of people do. I live in Boise, Idaho, and we have been getting a ton of people up here. Yes, a ton of them. A lot of Californians, which is fine. I'm not against growth, but the space in the mountains that we were once used to, or everything's just changing. And there were times you could go out into the woods and not see anybody for a very long time. That has all changed now. I have people everywhere now. It's a little odd, but such is life. We're gonna create our own little hillside town, our own little Boise, away from Boise. All right, let's see here. Just always need more residential. So here's the thing with our residential. We have realistic pops on, and some of these houses are literally one family households. Most of them are one house. So it's gonna be a slow climb up into our population before we'll see some real growth, and before we can really put in some higher density housing, which we will once we start to build our little downtown. We can put in some apartments, but we're just we're a new town. We got a ways to go, and I am not in a hurry, so we're gonna take this nice and slow. So I think we should put in some medical services. We do have a couple of sick people, and we don't need anything extravagant. Something nice and small, modern clinic maybe. Mid-century modern clinic. I do like that one, but I'm going to save that for our mid-century modern neighborhood. I think I have this very tiny clinic, or a family doctor clinic, that is nice and small and cute. Family medicine right here. Look at that. I think that would be very fitting for this community. And he fits perfectly in with some of our other commerce areas. Now, I don't like the grade that this is on, but it's not something we're going to stress about too much right now. Not until we can at least do some landscaping, which we have quite a ways to go. 1100, that is quite a climb. So our goal today is to reach at least 1100 population to get our landscaping tools unlocked, and we'll finish with a little bit of beautification. All right, so we do have our medical facility down, and let's take a beat and think where we're going to want to build our high schools and our elementary school, and where that would live in this community. Now I'm thinking, that it might be somewhere definitely near the highway, because I imagine this will be the first school in the region, and any other small neighborhoods, villages, it's going to be a long time before they get their own schools. So we're going to want to put it in a good location where it'll support the other cities until they're up on their feet and have their own schools. So let's see what we're working with on this terrain. Maybe it wasn't the best at first. You know what? I think we should put it right up here. It's nice and flat by the forest. And you know, my school was smack dab in the middle of a bunch of trees in the forest, which is very cool for, you know, track and field sports. They would carve out hiking trails and paths, cross-country paths. So that's something we can probably do the same here. So let's map out some roads, build our education complex. I am totally up for building this right off the highway and connecting it into this neighborhood. Beautiful. Imagine that, you know, there may be a road going out to this water tower. We don't need that anymore. Just to square some of this off a little. Try to get a 90-degree angle out of here. Close to it as we can. Also, snapping back on. This is gonna be a bit of pain in the butt. Just gonna cheat with the movement mod. Make that semi-smooth looking. All right, so what kind of school should we go with? It's a mid-size elementary school, which, you know, we don't have a ton of money to be spending on a school quite yet. It's a high school, and I think this JP Elementary School will probably fit our needs very well. So we're gonna put them right here. Right here on this corner. I think that is a good fit for now. Look at that, our water tower is right there. How convenient. Now, in hindsight, some may look at this and say, man, those kids are going to get themselves a bit of trouble. Trying to climb up on to that water tower. And, you know, let them at it. You know, someone's going to fall and get hurt, and then the city's going to put up fences around this bad boy. And, you know, that's what would happen in real life. So we're going to let that play out. All right, now I'm thinking that is probably a good time to start upgrading some of our roads a little bit. All right, we're gonna leave this one a dirt road, because we don't want to be a primary road. It's more of an access road just to get to the water tower. But we want some good roads for kids to walk to school. Squish that. Turn that off. That looks pretty good. Now I think we might want to see one more connection here. To be quite honest. Oh. Squish that house over there. Now that's funny. This is a one residential home. There's two houses there. That's very odd. That's a strange house. I don't love that. But until we get our district styles unlocked, there's not a whole lot we can do. Just yet. Old corner drugstore, right on. Now that is a cool looking building, actually. I like this a lot. I think I'm gonna keep that as is. Don't ever change. Don't ever change, baby. I like this. I like how this little downtown area is looking, and in fact, I think we need to expand on this intersection and hope for some similar buildings across the street. All right, we are going to house a little denser. As you get closer to downtown area, you would start to see houses fill up. Okay, don't want that there. Up, and it is time to build a dump. Totally forgot about that earlier. Sorry, folks. Let's get you somewhere to throw your rubbish. Now our school is doing pretty well. We got 82 students. How many people are eligible? 86. We're getting a lot. Good chunk. I think, some of these people are probably ready to see their roads upgrade. Where is the zoning tool? This is very odd. So I just kind of realized there was no zoning on that road while we were upgrading. So okay, it was just that road. Strange. Zone these back, and we don't want these people moving out. And we kicked them out. Change one. Okay, back to these roads. Now collision is turned off, so you don't accidentally demolish anything. Make this a nice smooth connection. We're going to use this curved connection tool. Thanks, come on. Just to make it nice, smooth transition. Just make things different. Oh. Let us dry. That's okay. That is A-okay. We've got some housing to put in. We're needing to grow this community up. Need more people. The demand is high. You're wanting to get in while the getting's good, and while things are cheap. I could see this being a little entrance to a park. I'm gonna make sure to leave that open. And some of these houses, like this is part of the American Eclectic Pack. And it's just the first 1 or 2 levels are these construction sites. And they're just terrible looking. All right, so we've reached Worthy Village. Now we have a little bit of more fun to do. I'm gonna hit pause real quick before more of our houses start to grow in, because I want to map out this city. I want to set out some districts because I want to see very specific housing styles. Chrysler home set, and I think our big suburbs. And we're gonna see those on upgrade. We won't see it for a little while. That's okay. We should start to see a couple of them come in. See if we can get one right here, right here, right here. A couple in here. Yeah, I can't really do much there. We'll put a park or something right there. All right, what did that, let's see, what else did this give us? We got, it unlocked some city services that we're gonna need. Forest specialization, which I do intend to start here very soon, actually. Oop. I think we're gonna need a fire station. So let's build one of these volunteer stations, perhaps. Actually, we're gonna go with the rural fire station. It's cheap. It's $8,000, and we are a rural town, so we do not need anything big or crazy just yet. Now, where should we put this fire station? I'm thinking put it right along here. Be a good, sweet little spot next to our sheriff's office. We're already seeing a couple upgrades, maybe? This house is upgrading. Very fancy. And look at that. How precious. Now, these still only have one household in it. Even though there's two houses, so that's kind of strange, but it's just not functional. Aesthetically, it's very cool, but it's not functional, and that bums me out quite a bit. I wish it was as functional as it was visually appealing. And this looks like it would be kind of a duplex. So maybe some of the realistic pop things just aren't quite right. There's a Fry Guys. We already have a Fry Guys in town. Ooh, this is also a cool little historic building. We're gonna keep that one. Where is our... Okay. So they put in a down and out burger on our cool little historic downtown corner. Can't say I am super happy about that. In fact, I am very displeased. And I think we're just going to put a stop to that right now. Because those just need to go somewhere else. They need to populate somewhere else, not in this cool little intersection. There we go. Tombstone. That's kind of the same drugstore, but the vibe is right. So we're going to leave it. I bet you anything we're going to get the same place right next door. Oh, this is actually... Yeah, look at that. One-star deli, though. That's different. This one is, in fact, different. So, what luck. Let's maybe if we can reshuffle this. Can we reshuffle it? Polished. Randomized building variant. Upgrade, downgrade. Do not destroy. Ooh, bagel heaven. Okay. That is different. That is different, and I'm digging it. This is a cool little city center we got going on so far. All right, on our march to 1100, we are moving and grooving. We've got our emergency services. Got a school. We don't quite need a high school yet. Not prepared. Not prepared for that. Got emergency services. We could probably go for a little church. I imagine that, you know, a village of this size and would want to have a house of worship pretty early on. They would construct a church as soon as they can. I think that right here on the edge of the woods would be quite a cool little spot for it. Now this does also double as a crematorium, as well as just being a regular church. Let's try that again. I want to turn anarchy off because I want these trees to be demolished, which they are not. They're not going away. None of these trees actually went away, and that's a little concerning. What is happening? Should have all gone away. All right, there we go. Got ourselves a little church right there at the edge of town. Backing up into the woods. How creepy, right? It's a little ominous. Feeling the spooky vibes coming from that church. I feel like any additional roads being built into the woods, which we would most definitely be seeing, are going to be a little more, are definitely going to remain as some rural roads. And these trees still aren't going away. What is happening? It's because I've got collision turned off. That makes no. There we go. Look at that. Wow. Amazing. Amazing what turning collision on and off will do. Okay, so we are going to circle our way up this little hill and give unlucky person the estate they've always wanted. All right, let's bring some water out here, and we will continue to grow our town. Some more houses back out here into the woods. This little dust bit here. This will definitely special house. We're gonna find a nice big guy. Why is this all in a different language? Curious. All right, where is a nice big house? Big cabin. Cabin? No. That is kind of a fun little cabin up in the woods house. I'm gonna get a historical building and downgrade this to level 1. Make sure it doesn't go away. These people, they scored a nice piece of land. We're gonna let them have it. All right, let's put some additional houses back in this area. Not opposed to doing a bunch of little small ones, because no matter what we get, the 2x2 or the 4x4, they're all just going to be a single family household. We'll just try and get a nice mix of various sizes in here, and hope that that gets us over our threshold. Do some decorating. Continue this bad boy down the mountain. Make a connection. This way, people from town can, don't have to fully rely on using interstate. It's backward. And, we still don't have an industrial demand at all, really. That's fine. Okay. And go for a little bit more commercial space. How's the school doing? We are close to capacity, actually. I'm nuts. Oh, let's see. Okay. We are going to allow for some more students. Our little community is growing pretty fast. No, don't have it in us to just build an additional elementary school yet. Okay. say they'd probably on some of these trains. Anticipation. A good yard for some events, some fun activities. We're gonna kind of keep it nice and dense. Let's see what's going on. Now there is a bit of a hill. I can't exactly see what's going on in this clearing. Anyway, we're getting close to our population. We just need a little bit more to push it over to the next step. All right, we just need to keep expanding outwards. Now we are coming up to a bit of a leveled spot, bottom of this hill. I don't want to keep making curvy hill roads forever. Just becomes a pain in the butt, to be quite honest. Even though it was fun, and it looks, just gives town a little bit of its own personality. This is going to be quite the intersection. What? That gives us any problems later on, we will adjust. We basically just carved a road right through what would be his side yard. He probably really, really despises the city. I feel for him. I can't say I'd be too happy either. And we made it. Tiny town. We can start building our parks, our industries, use our landscaping tools to just make this place look a little prettier. And we're going to. We're going to do that right now. Cue sweet, awesome music, landscape montage.
This a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it. And this a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it. And this a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it. Ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. I've been comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. I've been comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. I've been comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it. Gotta get it, get it.
I promised I would wait for you, but I'm getting so impatient. Tell me that you're ready now. This room is big enough for two, and I wanna do that something that will blow your mind. Do you know the things you do to me? Touch me and I'll make you understand. Yeah. Do you know the things?
All right, we're going to call it for today. We established our tiny town. We have made it look way more appealing, and have given ourselves some generous greenery. Probably could have gone a little lighter on it. I like the grass. I like the way the grass looks. So I'm not too mad about it. I went a little light on the trees, except for in this area. Being so close to the forest, I want to bring it out further. Keep extending it a little bit, at least until we get down to some flatter ground. I did start putting some fencing on some of these houses, on some of the parcels, but that is quite an undertaking. And we might just reserve that for special neighborhoods moving forward, because oh my gosh, it would take me hours. I think it would take me actual hours to put fences around the majority of these houses. I did want to do something special for this little house, but I think we'll save that for next time. And then we will also get into a bit of our forest industries to start growing out this little town. So that will be it for today. Thank you, and bye-bye.